Hi there, Tails Fanful. Um, so if any of you, didn't know, I've been on vacation, but I was on a real vacation, then I took a little bit more time for a YouTube vacation, but I am finally back, and what better way to be back than with a Super Smash Bros. Final Pass 11 prediction video. So we know it's probably gonna be a while since we get this announcement. Because he said it's gonna be a while, which he didn't say. He didn't say that when we got Pyro and Mifla. True, we had to wait a few months, but we had to wait also a few months after the reveal for the next final. So we waited about 4 months after the reveal for our next reveal, and then we waited 3 months after the showcase and release for the next final. And him saying that makes me think that we won't get it for a while. Now, there's one guy that I watched around the clock thinks he might get at the Game Awards, since it'll be because we got the first final. Joker revealed at the Game Awards. He thinks we'll get it. He thinks we'll get the last one at the Game Awards. And while I think we could still get a bonus final as like the last one, it is kind of seem like we won't get any more. But Alright, so my most one character is Dr. Eggman. Now, I'm a big fan of Sonic, if any of you didn't know. And I think Sonic deserves some more reps, and well, like I was saying about Joker, was made by, well, it wasn't made, but the company who made it was bought by Sega. And well, we've been kind of getting patterns, like we got Min Man and Power and Mifla for Nintendo. We got Steve from Microsoft. We got Sephiroth from Square Enix. You can't really say the same about like Kazuya, but Kazuya was made by Bandai Namco. However, we got an SNK rep, which gave us enough SNK content, in my opinion. Plus, you know, the second to last final for Final Pass 1 was Terry, who was from a fine game, so this did make sense. Now, lots of people have been divided. Like, I had this one guy think we're gonna get a new Nintendo rep, and some think we'll people are thinking we'll probably get Pokemon, because, I mean, it does kind of make sense. I mean, the last file in the base game was a Pokemon, and this would kind of be a ceremonial thing, like the last final would be a Pokemon. But I don't believe that. I mean, honestly, they had lots of chances. And same with Crash. I don't think we'll get him because there have been too many opportunities. Like, E3 would be a great pick. So would have the Nintendo Directs one and the Game Awards and stuff. Question lots in his favor, but I just don't think we'll get him. I mean, I don't think I'd be as excited if the last file's Crash. Now, I mean, sure, I wanted him, and I think me thinking that it'll be the last final is kind of. I don't think he will be the final. I think they'll follow it because he's a wish list pick, and lots of people thought maybe Dante and stuff. Which I am happy about his Meatfall costume. But yeah. Basically, I don't think it'll be Crash, but I'd kind of be happy. I'd definitely be more happy for it if he was filled full, but I would be really happy. But yeah, my second pick would be Ryu Hayabusa. So Crash was the one character that he wasn't the one character I really wanted. That was always Dr. Eggman, but he definitely was one of my picks. Like I predicted him like 2 times. One for the direct, and the second for the free one. Now I don't think he'll get in, but another pick I had, I can't remember. I think it was before we got the announcement of Sephiroth. No, it was afterwards. You see, after Sephiroth, I thought the last 3 files would be, in this order, would be Crash Bandicoot. Actually, I think it'd be Dr. Eggman, Ryu Hayabusa, and then Crash. Although right before the Nintendo Direct thing happened, the creator said the creator said that, that Nintendo never came to him for it. Although he doesn't work at the company anymore. But I heard that, I didn't really think he would get in anymore, and I replaced his spot with a Nintendo character. Which, I mean, I guess it's kind of, I didn't really guess Power Mithra or Lex. But I did leave a spot open for the Nintendo app, which, you know, I guess I kind of predicted it. I didn't think we'd get Bandai Namco app though, but, yeah. But Team Ninja, the people who made it, I looked heavily from Nintendo on tons of games, like they made Halo Warriors, Fire Emblem Warriors. Then Nintendo have worked heavily. It's like them on Sega. I mean, Sega's got like, what, 3 characters in the game? Yeah, they have 3 characters in the game. Same with like Capcom, another company who works heavily with Nintendo. And while people thought we would get a 4th rep from them, it is kind of seemed unlikely, especially since we got Dante, which again, to state my opinion, I am happy about. But I don't think we'll get a Capcom rep. And I honestly think Ryu Hayabusa will be a good addition. He is kind of likely. And I would be really happy if he got in. I mean, he's my second. He's like my backup. And my other backup, my 3rd place. Bronze, I think. That's what they call him, like, winning stuff would be, Master Chief. Now granted, Master Chief doesn't really have a chance. I mean, we did get 2 Nintendo apps in Final Pass 2. But, you know, Nintendo made Final Pass 2, plus he really wanted, plus Sakurai really wanted the ARMS and Xenoblade Chronicles 2 character in, so yeah. That's why I think we got 2 characters in Final Pass 2, especially since this is the last one, which he made very clear on that. He did kind of make it clear on normal fighters, but Qualifying was definitely a surprise, and I feel like he could do that again. But yeah, that is basically my pick. I might do a top 5 eventually, once I think of characters I really want. I think I will be kind of disappointed though. Feels like I'm setting myself up for a disaster. But yeah, I think that will, I think that'll be it. I do really think we could get a Psycho app. I don't think we'll get a Nintendo app. I think they'll do something big, like with Bayonetta. So it could be Sega, and it could be Dr. Eggman. Could not. I will try to be happy with whoever it is. Though I do really want Dr. Eggman. So stay tuned and always wear your seatbelts when you're driving a vehicle. Bye. Bye bye. Like, comment, and subscribe for more.